Open field. First move, Computer 2. Draw card. Begin duel. Computer 2. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Round 2 starts with Tritonin Harpoonsman. Nice solid. Gains dodge when it's on water.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Witching Elf Artress. Also pretty solid. Range creature.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release.
This is going to be a Hellfire Spitter. No, it's not. Leapfrog Bandit.
Attack.
This is going to deal the first damage of this game. Also, if it's destroyed on a non-wood field, your opponent must discard a card. So, do you kill it even though it's got 1 health?
Computer 1.
I suppose if you've got a card which you don't mind getting rid of, then it's worth it, but...
Mana release. Summon.
Seems to be the case. He's okay with losing a card. Hellfire Spitter with quickness. Take care of these. Down you go. Now, what will Computer 1 lose for killing them? Monk Elder of Okanada, that is so worth it.
Computer 2.
So worth it.
Draw card. Mana charge.
Monk Elder of Okanada, for
Release.
those who don't know, doesn't have any attack.
Summon.
All it does is provide dodge attempts to adjacent allies. So, there's a lot better creatures than that. Computer 2 answers with a Sleep Trap.
Unlocked. Computer
And Sleep Trap will cause enemies on adjacent fields to add 1 to their activation cost. If you can summon it next to something that deals a lot of damage, it just costs more to activate it. Can be quite a nuisance. Witching Elven Artress are going to take offense to that Sleep Trap. Sleep Trap itself doesn't deal any damage. These do. And because they attacked but didn't kill their target, it's rotated 180 degrees, so that Sleep Trap is now facing off the board.
Mana charge. Mana release.
Our first spell. Fishes of Goli, flip the elemental field to its opposite side. So this fire field has a opposite side of water. So the Spitters are going to lose 2 health because they're no longer stood on fire, and they're going to lose 2 more health because they're stood on the opposite element. So they're very dead.
Mana release.
And they're going to be replaced with some green gobbos. Twin Goblins attacking in 2 directions at once, which is going to be perfect here. Both Bewitching Elf Artress are going to get smacked in the face. Nice bit of cleave.
Computer 1.
Does mean if he activates it again, he kills the bottom archers, and the top ones will go down to 1 health. So, and he can do that for one cost. Very pog. Witching Elf Archer's going to finish off this sleep trap. And down it goes.
Mana charge. Mana release.
Computer 1 going to replace it. Some twin goblins.
Attack.
Again, they do attack in both directions, but one is facing off the board, so you're getting no use out of him. Well, the other one will attempt to hit those harpoonsmen, but they have dodge attempts.
Computer 2.
So they're summoned on water.
Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
And he is doing what I would do. Paying money back into his own green goblins. Twin goblins even. And he's killed the bottom archers.
Mana charge.
Top one's reduced to 1 health, so anything can take them out.
Mana release.
He's going to take the corner himself.
Summon.
With his own Bewitching Elf Archers. And kill the top archers. Very nice.
Prepare yourself. I have. Please.
Computer 1 is now in a situation where it can bait those twin goblins. Because if it attacks them, those goblins will counterattack and hit their own ally.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge.
Both wood fields are available. Here comes another spell. Beguiling Fog. Rotate a creature to face a target direction. We'll rotate these archers to face off the board.
Mana release.
And summon.
Summon.
A Freedonian Wanderer. This is exactly what I was talking about at the previous turn. So, these Freedonian Wanderers are going to attack the twin goblins. And the twin goblins can counterattack. However, because they hit in both directions, that now means some friendly fire's coming. And they're now hitting a blind spot. So that takes out the archers.
Mana charge.
The only problem with having creatures that attack in multiple directions, you've got to be aware that if you've got an ally in one of those attack arcs, it can be exploited. Goblins are understandably annoyed by that. So they're going to take out the Wanderer. Heresy.
Mana charge.
That's reduced the field somewhat. And the lock goes back on. I think it's been a while since I've mentioned the lock, so just to remind anyone that doesn't know about the lock,
Summon.
when you've got less than 4 creatures on the board, there's a summoning lock in place, which means that you can't summon a creature that's got a padlock on its card. Locked from being summoned. Most of the time that is just
Draw card.
Byleth creatures, but if you summon a creature that's got a padlock on it to its home field, then you can summon it before the summoning lock comes off. Samurai Nagirashu came out, and now we've got Eden Persecuted.
Attack.
She is magic. And she doesn't like these goblins. She gains an extra attack an extra damage, should I say, if
Mana
she attacks a
charge.
creature and it is on an earth, a wood field.
Computer
So it
2.
would be knocked up to a 3 if she was to attack Samurai Nagarashi.
Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Redonian Wanderer. Not on its home field.
Attack.
So while it's out, if you summon any allies, you'll gain an extra mana. Just gonna casually hit Eden. She can't counter-attack because she's magic.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge.
Gonna be in 3
Mana
creatures
release.
all here. Oh, we're going back
Attack.
into Eden. She really does want to counter-attack, but she's having to pay to do it.
Spirits of the Fourth Shade, assemble.
And that's some dead Wanderers.
May the soul
So I was going to say, let's see who's in the stronger position when we get to 3 creatures all, but
Mana charge.
not anymore.
Mana release.
So Computer 1 obviously in the stronger position, just because both of Computer 2's creatures at the moment can't hit anything with their current facing.
Attack.
Leapfrog Bandits are going to start an assault on the Samurai. Worth noting, if you kill Samurai Nagarashi while he's on a wood field, which he is,
Computer 2.
then your opponent must discard a card.
Mana charge. Mana release.
But he is still a standard a 2-2. He's been buffed up to a 4-2 because he was on this wood field. So do you want to have a 2 damage creature there?
Attack.
Or do you want to lose a card for killing him? Choices.
Go!
Witching Elvatris gonna attack Eden. Eden's not gonna really care that much that she's gonna be rotated 180 degrees because she's a magic creature, but
Draw card.
he does now have a blind spot facing the centre field.
Mana release. Attack.
Again, her facing doesn't matter, she can still take you out.
young seedlings fight. I thank the forest and all
No
that lives in
regrets.
it.
Mana charge. Mana release.
Now we're gonna have Computer 1 summoning into check
Summon.
with a Queen's Serpent. Perfect dodge, magic attack. So you're gonna need magic to actually kill that thing.
Attack.
But if it's destroyed, it steals 1 mana from your opponent. And she's going to deal 1 damage to... I assume it's a she, I don't know why. But it,
Computer 2.
we'll call it it.
Draw card.
We don't know. We don't assume.
Mana charge.
Going to deal 1 damage to
Mana
the
release.
Harpoonsman. Harpoonsman are going to rotate, and they're going to take out the Leapfrog Bandit. I don't know why I assumed it would be female. There's nothing about it that says it's female. Yeah,
Mana charge.
random alien thing.
Great.
Now, because the Leapfrog Bandits have died on a field which is not wood, your opponent must discard a card, and he's had to discard a Samurai Nagarashi.
Summon.
That's not the best. Now comes Tritonan Harpoonsman. And it's going to cleave the centre row.
Attack.
So it's not going to affect the Queen's Servant because it's got perfect dodge. But it is going to deal 2 damage to Eden. Would normally deal 1 damage, but she's got her back to them. So there's a blind spot in play for an extra damage.
Draw card. Mana
I'm really
charge.
getting tongue-tied today.
Mana
There.
release.
This summons Computer 1 back into check.
Summon.
We're the Cloud Runner.
Draw card.
And there is a dodge attempt.
Attack.
Draw cards equal to the number of water fields when you summon Cloud Runner. And 2 damage to the samurai.
Check. Computer 2. Draw card.
So I would assume he's going to activate the Harpoonsman in the centre row.
Attack.
Yep, just to take out Eden to keep him in the game. He's never going to hurt the Queen's Servant this way, but she's now gone.
No one will defeat me. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Now comes some Twin Goblins. Not buffed, but they're still a 3-1, even though they're not buffed.
Computer 1. Draw card.
Computer 1 now needs to
Mana
kill.
charge. Mana release.
Spell. Fishes of Goli. Flip a field to its opposite side. So this water field's going to become a fire field. Back to how it originally was. And that, of course, means some dead Harpoonsmen. 2 because they're now stood on the opposite element, and 2 because they're no longer stood on their home
Mana
element.
release. Summon.
Hellfire Spitter. Yeah, okay, that works. Yeah. It's still a 1-1, and you can
Computer 2.
hit it with magic,
Card.
but you've got to hit it with magic or ranged.
Mana release. Summon.
And there is Computer 2's Queen's Servant, which absolutely is a magic creature. And will almost certainly attack the Spitters.
This will take care of you.
I would have been tempted to summon those Spitters onto the fire field,
Mana charge.
because nothing would have been facing it.
Check. Computer
You would have
1.
had to spend multiple mana just to rotate a creature to attack it, and even then, it's going to get an attack back.
Mana release.
I think that was a big misplay there from
Attack.
Computer 1. Computer 1 going to answer by using its Queen's Servant
This will take
kill Computer 2's Queen's Servant.
eternal curse of Harpio is coming on.
Mana charge. Mana steal.
And there is the mana stolen, because it's died.
Computer 2. Draw card.
So Computer 2 going to manage to go into this with 5 mana
Mana
now.
release. Summon.
There's Sleep Trap. So adjacent enemies will have +1 to their activation cost. It is going to try an attack, but it doesn't deal any damage, and it's attacking the one creature on the board with perfect dodge, so it hasn't got a chance in hell. Chance in hell, chance in heaven, chance on earth, it hasn't got a chance anywhere.
Draw card.
But Computer 2 is in check, so Computer 1 needs to kill. Here's a spell. Beguiling Fog. Rotate creature to a target facing. Samurai Nagarashi is being faced off the board.
Mana release.
And the thing to kill him will be a Tritonin Harpoonsman.
Attack.
It's going to get a bonus here because it's hitting a blind spot. So 1 damage becomes 2. And he commits seppuku.
No one will defeat me.
Mana charge. Discard. Graveyard.
Computer 1 had to discard a card, so Leapfrog Bandit has been discarded. That's okay. That's fine. Not going to get much use out of the Leapfrog Bandit here.
Computer 2.
Not this late in the game, so that's worth it. And he had to get rid of that because Samurai Nagarashi died on a wood field.
Mana release.
Harpoonsmen have been rotated. They're going to cleave up the centre column. So the Queen's Servant's not going to be bothered. Well, the Harpoonsmen are going to take 1 damage. We have had multiple damage out of that Queen's Servant, and it's dodged like 3 or 4 attacks now.
Draw card.
Really got its use out of it.
Mana charge.
Didn't summon anything, so Computer 1 just needs to summon,
Summon.
which it does. Gonna get nothing from the sleep trap, but that is 2 rounds out of 2 for Computer 1.
Computer 1 wins.